There's a video came out. It's titled Diablo 4 is bad. And I think everybody knew I was going to watch this.
You know what's super annoying?
Yep.
I built a channel on two things. Diablo 4, as well as trying to give a balanced take on when something's good and when something's bad.
That's right.
In fact, that's what I got praised for before by the own audience that is now mad that I'm doing the same thing.
That's right. See, I had the same thing happen. You will never make everybody happy. You can't make them happy because they're not happy. That's number one. Now, I can say that Diablo 4, there are a lot of really great things about the game, but like, for example, Uber Lilith was designed by somebody who has the brain the size of a walnut. And both of these things can be true.
If we actually look at my channel, you're going to realize I did a patch called, or a note called, "This patch is really good, massive experience changes." It says this is a W patch on it, all right?
It's a W patch.
And I have one talking about how the game's basically dying, one about how seasons are really bad and they had to rehire a new person to try to redo the seasons.
Yep.
This is a meme video. This is talking about how seasons are basically got ruined by the fact that heroes could be smuggled in. This is talking about the same patch notes which we tested here. Then we have one talking about how they need to fix these problems or I basically quit by season 3, which
You see, what you have to understand is that you cannot explain something to a person who doesn't want it explained to them. So the problem is not that you're providing balanced coverage. The problem is that if you provide balanced coverage, people don't like that. Because whenever you do balanced coverage, they have to hear opinions that they sometimes don't agree with. And you think about how upsetting for them this must be. Because here you are, a content creator. And they have entrusted you with their brain. And now they have to think about, oh my God, is it a good game or not? Why won't he tell me if it's... I thought he said it was bad game. Now he's saying it's good game. Did Blizzard pay him? Is he lying? Is he trolling? Because there's not... In the mind of the average person, there is no nuance. There is no gray area. There is good game, bad game. That's it. So if you tell them that it's like, oh, well, there is some good, it makes them second guess their opinion that it was bad. And why would somebody want to watch somebody that makes them insecure? Because they were secure knowing that Diablo 4 is bad, but now you brought out a video that said that it's good. Now they don't know what to think. You told them to think one thing, now you're saying something else. So what are they supposed to think now? What am I supposed to think, Mr. YouTuber? It's confusing.
Still will. Then these ones are talking about resistances with hardcore being a problem. And this one is hilarious because it's me saying that I basically have to play the game extremely casually even to enjoy it because there's zero reason to be competitive. There's no leaderboards and the seasons are pretty meh. But it doesn't matter how many videos in a row I do, or even the fact if you go to my most popular video, and my second most popular video of all time is me talking about how the patch that they did for the giant nerfs is a giant L. I can't find a single...
So he's basically a shill, is what he's saying. Now, obviously, Blizzard paid him to make these negative videos, too, to make it seem like he's not a shill. But we all know what's really going on here, guys.
Positive thing to say about it.
Yeah,
roasted it for the entire video.
We're
and then this
smart.
one right here is calling the game like a 6 or 7 out of 10 at best.
Yeah, we're smart.
So my most popular videos aren't exactly even me going out here and saying that this is the best game of all time, because it's not. Also, is in a state that's probably not very good. And also, the fact that people for some reason think that I have to come out here and be positive about the game because of two different things. I'm either a Blizzard shill or the game will die if I'm not positive about it. Like
That's what happens with me, because people are worried that, like, do you guys remember whenever I killed Lost Ark? You guys remember that? And, like, that was kind of fucked up whenever I did that. Because, like, there were a lot of people that paid a bunch of money in that game, and then I just come around and I kill the game, and that's it. Do you remember whenever I killed Tower Fantasy? Again, people put a lot of money into that game. People liked that game. Well, there were dozens of people that liked the game, and it's dead now. And then remember whenever I killed World of Warcraft? Whenever I played Final Fantasy 14, the game died. I did that.
some reason I'm the arbiter of everyone else's opinion.
Yeah.
So if I say something negative, everyone's going to quit the game and stop watching my videos.
Right.
Actually, if I say something negative, people are going to watch the videos even more.
Absolutely.
That's the reality of it. It's not the other way around, boys. So if you actually think that I can't be negative about the game, which I have been for almost 2 weeks straight running, if you've been paying attention, that I can't be negative about it, because if I'm negative about it, then everyone quits the game and I no longer have an audience. It's not the way it fucking works. Not the way it works, actually. I would get more popularity, and then I could just steamroll into the next game, play whatever the next game is, and shit all over the next game and get more popular. You know what I did, Bill?
So this is the... Okay. So... Just a second. I gotta explain this to you guys in a way that makes sense. That's popularity. Okay? Time. And so you have the... And these are the video titles that you should be using. Okay? Let me explain how it works. Diablo 4 will change gaming. Diablo 4 best itemization. Diablo 4 innovating ARPGs. Okay? So this is whenever the popularity of the game is going up. Then whenever the game flatlines and towards the end, you ask the question, is D4 dying? Where is the dev roadmap? Okay? And then new content? Question mark? And this is whenever the game is flatlined on popularity. Now we go towards whenever the game is now losing popularity and people aren't liking the game anymore. Okay? So you want to have titles like Diablo 4 is dead. This game sucks. D4 bad. Why I quit Diablo 4. Why PoE 2 will kill D4. And so you have to ride the wave. And based off of what the life cycle of the game, and then, oh, by the way, then it's like if you want to, if this is like recycling, right? And then, you know, this is like kind of, it fucks with the graph, but like, let's just assume that it doesn't, okay? Okay, so this right here is the way that YouTube works. And you do this, oh yeah, time traveler, yeah. You get the point though, right? And this new patch changes everything. Yes, exactly. And this, it can go back to here, back to there, right? This is the circle of life of a video game on a social media platform. Season 3 will save, Season 3 will save Diablo 4, exactly. So you have to understand, like, based off of where the game is, this is what kind of content people want to see. Because people don't want news. They want to hear that their opinion, that thing that you think, yeah, you were right. You were right.
It's a channel off Diablo 4 where I say my honest opinions about
that
things. You know what did just happen? A patch came out that, guess what, is good. Does that mean the game is in a good state? No. Does that mean the game is saved? No. But I didn't say any of that. I also didn't say anywhere in the videos that fixes all of the problems with the game.
Yeah.
I talked about one thing, which is mob density got better and feels better. You know what? That's fucking true, and I'll stand by that. And if you think that I'm a Blizzard paid shill because I noticed that mob density feels better, you either don't understand Diablo or you're an idiot.
It feels a lot better.
Because Blizzard doesn't pay me because they can't afford to. Because you guys pay me more.
Well, they can't afford to because they don't have any money.
I've taken one sponsor this entire fucking time. You know, if I wanted the money, boys, I would have sold you out for the bag already. Mm-hmm. It's just annoying. It's just highly annoying. I know D4 bad is the meme, and that's what you want to hear. You want me to feed you up your morning Diablo 4 bad, but when there's a good patch, I'm going to say it's good. And when there's a bad...
This is what I do too. And the thing is, like, I used to get so upset because people would get mad like this. But now I've just embraced... I have embraced the cycle of life. And that's how I can sit there and have everybody in chat absolutely shitting on me, hating me for what I think about Overwatch 2, because I know it's all just a game. It's not to be taken seriously. It's not to be given a fuck about. You just think what you're going to think. Other people are going to think what they're going to think. And nothing is ever going to change. You're never, ever, ever going to convince somebody that they were wrong. Because they can, bro, you can say, look at this red sheet of paper. Isn't it red? And they say it's blue. Well, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to try to convince them that it's red? Well, look at it. Look at this. Look at a red can of Coke. Look at a can of Dr. Pepper. Look at these red scissors. It's the same color. Aren't these red? Yeah, of course they're red. Well, isn't the paper red? No, it's not red. It's fucking blue. It doesn't fucking matter.
Bad patch, I'm going to say it's bad. Because if I didn't do that, you wouldn't have somebody to trust, which is annoying. I wouldn't have built a channel.
People can always trust me. You guys can trust me as well. I will say what I think, even if every single other person fucking hates me for it. I will. I will do it, and I will fall on my sword every time. Yep. And it doesn't matter how long people get mad, because I know I'm right.
If all I did from the beginning was just, this game fucking blows, and as soon as the popularity shifts, let me just go with whatever Reddit's saying today.
Yep.
Like, that's just, that's not my content.
There are a lot of people that do that. They have these videos, and, like, it's like people, like, they will always just repeat the popular opinion. I want to hear some bad takes. I want to hear somebody say that, you know, something. I want to hear him say something like dumb, like, you know, like that Titanic submarine thing. It's like, this is the reason why we shouldn't have submarines. What? Like, yeah, this is the realm of the fish. You're not a fish. Get out of the fucking water. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now we're having some fun here, right? And so that's what I'm saying, right? That's interesting, but it's always people that have that have to be nice. You know, they have to not ever tell people the wrong opinion. Yeah, I like people that go against the grain. Those are my favorite because they're more interesting.
And if that's what you want, for me just to shit all over the game every single morning because that's the current talking point, then I'm not the guy to watch. Because what I am going to do is shit on the game when the game comes out with a shit update. It's my job to cover the news. Diablo 4 is in the name. I'm going to cover Diablo 4 talking points. Very annoying. And for the people that say, I can't cover anything else, actually the OG channel is doing really well. I've been doing variety on the live streams, which I actually enjoy more than Diablo 4, and I've said openly during the live streams. And they're getting good views on the channel, 251, 145, 168, 109.
Yeah, that's
155.
Those are actually, like, by the way, these are tremendously great views. Like, especially for somebody who just does one type of content, one type of game. This is such a great viewership. He's doing so well. I'm so happy for him. This is incredible.
38, 33, 24, 53.
This is awesome.
The variety is doing good.
I'm so happy.
And actually, it's surprising. It's growing surprisingly fast.
Almost got 100,000
This channel is going to hit another plaque at some point, and then we're going to have triple plaques, which is going to be amazing because that was a 5-year-plus goal for one of them, and we might end up with 3. Things are going fucking phenomenal.
There it is.
The Twitch live streams are going phenomenal. People are overwhelmingly supportive, and I love live streaming. Believe it or not, I don't have to worry about Diablo 4. It's great. Life is fucking great right now. People are loving the live streams and they're watching variety basically more than Diablo 4 anyway. I could quit.
So here's the thing, is that you can say all of this, but whenever you say something good about Diablo 4, you're still getting paid. Because rich people always want more money. Greedy people are always greedy, even if they have enough. And it doesn't matter because those views could be view botted or they just didn't look at them. You see, like, if you are... It's the old quote, right? It's like you can't play chess against a pigeon because the pigeon just gets in the board, kicks all the pieces off the board, and walks around like he owns the place and he fucking won. It doesn't he doesn't care. Oh, all right, I'm gonna put my knight over here. Oh, really? I'm gonna kick your knight on the fucking ground. How about that? Fuck you.
YouTube entirely and just go Twitch, and I would be happy and fine. And that's amazing. What's frustrating for me, and the only thing that's frustrating for me, isn't the fact that Diablo 4 is in a bad state, which it is. By the way, again, for the people in the back that still aren't listening to what I'm saying in videos, Diablo 4 is not in a great state.
So he's just farming hate for Diablo 4. He doesn't even like the game, bro. He's just farming hate for views, is what he's saying. That's so fucked up, man. Like, the Blizzard developers worked their ass off for 7 years just for this guy to shit on it. That's so fucked up.
It's not where we thought it was going to be. And yes, they nerfed and then buffed and gave us some of that power back. Yes, you're right. But when they gave it back, it feels better. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say it feels better when you got it back.
Yeah.
So for the people that can't hear what I'm saying, when something's bad, I'll say it's bad. When something's good, I'll say it's good.
Yeah.
My overall opinion on the game is it's mid, and it needs to be fixed in a lot of different ways, which I've said in a lot of different videos, and I'm not going to repeat it every single time so that the people with short memory who forget that I just said there's problems watch a video in which I say I like this change and think he can't say anything bad about the game. It's frustrating.
Yeah, because he's paid.
I will push back on this. It's not something that has any actual depth into reality, and it's fucking frustrating for me to have to read the comments or get reacted to.
I used to have like these arguments. Like, I was talking to my dad about this with the Kai stuff, and I was telling him that it was like really frustrating to me to like talk about the Kai situation, and then I saw so many people that were being racist in the comments. Because it's just like, you know, guys, I've been to poll before, okay? Like, you're not gonna try to say something racist about, oh, you know, you're trying to say something bad about black people. You call them scholars. You think I'm not going to pick up on that? You think I don't know what you're doing? I know what you're doing. So, and I was like, oh, maybe I should address this. Maybe I should maybe I should make a video about this. And my dad's like, why the fuck are you going to do that? Why? You think that's it? You think they're gonna stop being racist after that? You think that's gonna do it? And I was like, uh-huh. Now that you put it that way, it's a waste of fucking time.
And then read the comments there saying like,
I remember this is a really good example, right? So I did this video and it was about New World, okay? You guys might have heard about this game. And New World, there was a guy that got suspended on YouTube and because he got copyright claimed by Amazon. And then Amazon rescinded the copyright claim. And so I made a video and I went on this like massive fucking, you know, like put some fucking heroic music in the background speech about how companies are going to shut down constructive criticism because they're just trying to push a product and we're entering like 1984. And I like went all out on it. And then somebody at Amazon messaged me. They're like, yeah, we didn't do that. Like they thought that he was selling gold and apparently it wasn't. So like we undid the ban. And so I was like, oh, okay, well then I'll delete the video. And then, so I make a video explaining why I deleted it and as like an update. And everybody said, oh, so I guess the check came through from Jeff. So Jeff paid you to get rid of it? So when you go on the next space expedition with Bezos. So the check cleared, huh? Oh, okay. And it's like, from my perspective, right, I thought I was doing the ethical thing. Because it's like, I hate whenever a news publication puts something out there and it turns out that it's false and then they publish a retraction of it, but they don't actually remove the original article. So the original article is still gaining massive traction in the algorithm, but nobody sees the correction. So it's like you're spreading misinformation. So I was like, I'm going to be a force for good and say, I'm not going to do that. But that's not what people want. Because they already in their mind had decided that Amazon is a bad company, New World sucks, and they're DMCAing content creators unfairly. So if I come in and I tell them, no, that's not what's happening, what I'm really telling them is that not only are you wrong, but I lied to you. So I got shit on for that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to clear the record. I'm going to explain to people why they're wrong. Biggest fucking mistake. Biggest fucking mistake. Did not work even in the slightest. I think it made it worse. Yet you still got I got shit on even more. I would have gotten more credibility if I had stayed true to my word and said Amazon was lying. You tried to be Jesus and you got crucified. That's right. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. And after this has happened to me enough times, it's like people used to make fun of me for being really skinny and looking like a ghoul. And then they did it enough times to where I didn't care anymore. And yeah, I am really skinny and I do look like a ghoul. That's true. And I'm happier now. Because I've accepted what is.
Oh, I love DM. But, you know, he can't say anything bad about the game.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
If he does, the game's dead. Well, you don't understand that I am a small fucking fly in terms of YouTube that doesn't influence jack shit, unfortunately. I wish I did, boys, but I don't. If I did influence jack shit, then we would have got a revert of all the giant nerfs, right? We would have got a revert. Oh, well, that didn't happen, so I guess my opinion doesn't actually matter. And by the way, I'm not the only one who thinks the patch was good, because it was good. Highly annoying. If you want,
of course, everybody else that's being paid by Blizzard thought it was good. Duh. Because they're being paid too. They're in on it. Duh. I mean, come on. Of course.
Actual real opinion and what I actually think about shit, that is what I offer. I'm never going to come up here and just listen to whatever the
talks,
giant
guys.
crowd is saying and then just feed you up that. That's not what I want to do, because if I decide to do that, then what I have to spend all day doing every single day is listening to other people's opinions in order to regurgitate them.
Yep, that's right.
And I'm not really interested in doing that. I like making my own opinion because it's actually easier, by the way, because I can just look at something and think what I think. Having to go and worry about what other people think about the game.
I do like to listen to what other people have to say. And if somebody has a good way of expressing something that's better than what I've thought of, I might use it. But, yeah, usually I have my own opinion, and then people get mad.
In order to fit in right with the right PR at the right time.
Nice opinions.
It's annoying. Takes a lot of time and effort. I don't want to do that. I'm a lazy man at heart. I'd rather just play a game, say, I'm liking this game today. Play a game, hate it, be like, this is bullshit today. That's all I want to do. I want to live stream and play video games. That's all you're going to get in this channel. And if that's not enough for you, I'm sorry, but that's what I do.
Here's the thing, though, is that if you look at this graph right here, we're not going to watch this. I'm just showing it as an example. So if you look at this graph, the number will indicate that Diablo 4 is dying. It's a dead game. And that's all there is to it. Look at the thumbnail. Look at the graph. It says it all. There it is. Minus 87%. Minus who gives a fuck what that number means. The game's dead. Why would Blizzard go down the slippery slope that's even to take a risk and ask a content creator to take money for good feedback? You're asking, like, bro, people think the earth is flat. What do you, like, what do you expect, man? I don't understand this. Like, what do you think that they're gonna say? It doesn't matter to them. Like, people are going to say, there are people that think that God put dinosaur bones in the earth to test people's faith. They're fucking dumb. It's not complicated. There's not like some fucking you know, some like alignment of ideals. They're just fucking dumb.